So, as you guys can see, the Shea Moisture commercial that caused the uproar. I wanted to talk about it. I know I'm a week late, but I just wanted to drop my 2 cents on it. I feel like Shea Moisture, when I saw that commercial, I was like, it's kind of tacky. It's kind of tacky. But I'm on the side of Shea Moisture. I just believe that the way that they went about it was very amateur, very unsuccessful. Now let's get into what's the big deal. Well, what's the big deal is this is a predominantly black owned company. Now there is some stock owned by Bain Capital, which was founded by Mitt Romney. They aren't the majority owners, but they own a significant stock in Shea Moisture. But it is a black owned company. So let's get that out there. And there was some stuff being thrown out there talking about what was out there? That they changed the formula. Did a little research. That's not true either. They did not change the formula. So what we have right now is a lot of black feminists in particular who do not like the fact that this black owned business had a couple Barbie dolls in that commercial. Okay, so we just saw the commercial. It was tacky. You had a lot of women who felt like there was some erasure. In other words, there was lack of diversity in the commercial. You just had a quote unquote biracial woman, which I don't really believe in a such thing as biracial. You can't be black and white. You can be mixed, but you can't be black and white. It's one of those things where once you're black, you're black. Once you're white, you're white. And it's not about what I think. This is just what the dominant society thinks. I mean, unfortunately, that's just the rule. If you got a couple drops of black in you, and you look black and you talk black, it's not like you can say the word nigga, you can get away with certain shit. Like Drake can say nigga. It's not like we're gonna get in an uproar for Drake saying nigga, even though his mama's white. He's mixed, but people identify Drake as being a black man. Barack Obama is mixed, but people in the dominant society view him as a black man. We can go on and on about biracial mix. It doesn't matter what I think. That's just the way it is. You got a couple drops of black in you, you're a black man. So this commercial had a mixed woman, and it also had a couple Barbie dolls in there. And as you can see, it looked tacky. It didn't look good at all. It just looked like it was not well thought out, not well put together. But I'm on the side of Shea Moisture. You had the CEO going on a Breakfast Club. Pretty sure you guys saw that. He was trying to make right his wrongs and apologize to black women. Let me explain to the brothers what this is like. This is like you have been buying from this company that's black owned, that sells do-rags, and they always are making commercials geared towards African American men, showing black men in do-rags, and they're advertising products that show you how to get waves and all of this stuff. And then one day you just happen to go look on a commercial, whatever, and the same black-owned company that owns do-rags are showing two Ken dolls, two white boys putting on a do-rag, trying to ingratiate their struggle with hair, like as if they really have a struggle with hair. They do, but it's a different type of struggle. It's not the type of struggle where, like, it's nothing compares to being African, having African descent, African blood in your bloodline, and having that real Negro hair, if you know what I'm talking about, where it curls up tight. And the reason why it's a lot of black women that don't like to exercise, it's a lot of black women that don't like to go swimming with their natural hair and all of that stuff. Not all black women, but a good portion of black women that don't like to do that because of the state of natural hair. Especially the more African you are, the more African your hair is, the way that your hair kinks up. So you had a lot of people upset about that. Now, imagine you see these white boys or these white men trying to say, yeah, you know, I brush my hair and I try to get my 360 waves and blah, blah, blah. And you would be like, what the hell are you talking about, man? I mean, what's up with that? So that's what it kind of came off as when I saw the commercial. It was like, okay, you have this product that you geared towards African American women, and then you have a couple Beckys in there trying to tell their story like they have the same struggle with hair. And it came off tacky and it came off wrong. Only reason I back up Shea Moisture is because when you're a black company, unfortunately, there is a double standard. African American companies are often looked at as, you have to, especially if you have a core group of people, consumers that buy your products. You see, black people are 13% of the population. If you narrow down the female population of that 13%, I don't know, that's probably half or more than half, maybe 8%. I don't really know the numbers. I'm just throwing it out there. Let's just say it's 8% of African Americans or African American women. And I mean, let's just say out of those 8%, it's only so many of that 8% that are buying your products, right? You have biracial women, you have all of these different groups, that maybe some Afro Latina, some Afro whatever, that have the African blood in them, where their hair kinks up like that, and they buy the Shea Moisture products that are into the natural hair game. So these women, they felt, just kind of like, damn, what's up with that, man? And I feel like what they could have done was create a unilateral brand or a sister company under Shea Moisture that had nothing to do with it had nothing to do with white women jumping into Shea Moisture. Just the word Shea. Shea is like an African tree. It's like African connotations to the word Shea. Shea Moisture. So the name automatically sounds African American or African. And you tell me that, it was just so tacky. I can't believe it passed through this guy's eyes. But what I'm trying to say is they could have done it a better way than what they did it. But I get it. You want to expand. You want to grow as a company. You don't want to just stay in the same spot. You don't want to be just relegated to 8% of the population in the United States. Right? You want to be able to branch out and grow. So I get that. I understand that's what you want to do. However, you have to keep in mind it could have been done a little bit more tasteful than the way it was done. The guy came out, he apologized for that. Now, white companies all the time, they buy a product that's black, they take over, they purchase a company, case in point, BET. Sumner Redstone owns BET outright. Viacom. Now, that's a white-owned company, but they face no criticism for appropriating black culture. They may put a couple executives that look black, that are black, and they may put some people in a certain position to make it appear black, but they are the Rachel Dolezals of media. The Root. This is another company that is white owned, but tries to hire journalists and people that are WordPress bloggers or people who are trying to get a name out there as a journalist. There are several companies that are out here which aren't black owned, but hey, you see what I'm saying? They're owned by whites, and that's just the way it is. We see commercials where they're, I won't say white owned, but publicly owned, publicly traded companies such as McDonald's, and these companies are majority owned by non-African American people. Ownership. And what you have is certain marketing directed towards African Americans, where you watch commercials, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, yeah. After all, that was written by Pusha T, I believe. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, right? I'm loving it. So you have people drumming and doing hip-hop dances and doing, all of this stuff for a damn hamburger. You still see that to this day. Eating chicken McNuggets, pop locking and shit for chicken nuggets. You still see that to this day, and nobody says nothing. Right? And oftentimes we get so concerned with representation, we forget about the ownership, right? So I believe that Shea Moisture, as a black owned company, you got to support them. You can't boycott them, but at the same time, there's a catch-22 that black companies could never get away with stuff that white companies could. They just can't. It's just the way it is. It's a double standard, and that's just the way it is. Now, some of you guys may disagree with me, but that's just my belief. And you can like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, man. Maybe I'm in the wrong, but I'm out. Peace.